All right, so we're a couple days into hurricane season, and we've implemented a new tool that will help us manage those hurricanes and keep track of everything that's going on, so we don't lose track of things, and it helps us to have that large common operating picture. What we have here is our internal EOC dashboard, and how it benefits us is as the community begins to put in information through my HHI, it comes into the system, and then that allows our operations section and the fire rescue particularly to manage some of those events. Chief, you want to talk about how you're going to use the dashboard?
Yeah, so as we get community requests in through the dashboard, we'll then be able to dispatch out units to address those specific issues. And we're talking probably down trees, down power lines, some flooding and stuff like that. And then we'll be able to actually, once those issues are addressed by the crews, we can go back into the dashboard. We can clear them out, and then the public can see that road, for instance, that road is now open. So big benefit. Instead of just tracking our calls for service, this is going to be like kind of a feedback loop to the community to show that we're actually out there addressing the issues that they're sending in.
Exactly. And not only that, it also gives us the ability to overlay additional information. So if we can overlay the hurricane storm track, we can overlay storm surge, all those parts and pieces of information that we're getting from the Weather Service, Palmetto Electric's outage map, all those things we can include on the map, so we can get a very good visual picture of what the island looks like and what the impacts are and how we're going to address them and how fast we're going to address them, or how fast we're going to be able to address them. So this is our dashboard that's going to be available to the public during events. It's not going to be on our website on a daily basis, but once we go into an active storm event, this dashboard will populate on our homepage. So a couple of cool things about it is you can see all the entries from our MyHHI app. So if you see damage or you see something that needs to be addressed by a town, flooded roadway, tree down, MyHHI is the place to go to be able to put that information for it to populate onto the dashboard. The second feature that we're adding is the report private property damage. That is for private property. That's for your home or your business. You can use this app to fill out the form, and then take some photos of your property, and that uploads into our our dashboard, and then from the dashboard it also populates over to our damage assessment team, so they'll be able to see that. And what that does is allows us to expedite the damage assessment process. So now we know where the largest contingent of damage is, so we can send our teams there first, or we can disperse our teams evenly to be able to cover as much and do as much damage assessment as we can early on into the event. So again, my HHI app is for damage like trees down, roadways, those types of things, and the property damage tool on here is for your individual home and or your business.